Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we explore the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Milan Kohut, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced, the lessons learned, and the strategies fueling future growth. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Yug Soni, the founder of Oktora World. Is it Oktora?
Oktora, yeah,
Oktora.
yeah,
Oktora?
Oktora.
Oktora. Okay. The founder of Oktora World and a backend engineering expert building robust data systems. He crafts secure APIs, optimize SQL queries, and scalable databases powering e-commerce platforms, inventory systems, analytics dashboards, and AI-driven automation workflows for real businesses. From stellar studios to Oktora, Yug turns operational needs into high-performance software across real estate, cybersecurity, education, and retail, delivering data integrity through smart schema design, caching, and role-based access controls. With that in mind, Yug, let me officially welcome you to the Founders Future podcast.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for having me, Milan. I'm really excited to be a part of the program.
Man, it's exciting to have you on the podcast. It's going to be a great conversation. There is a lot of things that I would like to cover. So we're just going to jump right in. And how I like to open up every single one of these episodes is with a bit of
Mhm.
a time travel first. So
All right, all right.
before you launched this current company of yours, what was that
Mhm.
journey like before? And then eventually, what was the motivation for getting into the space?
All right, so I'll take you slightly even before I started the company. So my entrepreneurship journey started. Actually, it started during my high school. At that time, I was really curious about technology and how businesses operate. I started learning web development and digital tools on my own. And eventually, I launched a very small company called Stellar Studios when I was in my eighth grade. Stellar Studios was essentially my first real experiment with entrepreneurship. Through that company, I started working on different projects such as building websites, helping small businesses improve their online presence by digital marketing, and learning how technology could solve real problems for companies. Even though it was really small at that time, but it taught me extremely valuable lessons about business, client relationships, problem solving, and delivering real values to customers. So over time, I gained more experience working with more businesses. I realized that the opportunities focusing on um, technology was much bigger than just building websites. Because during that time, I was just focused on building websites, making applications, doing digital marketing, and such tedious tasks. But later on, I got to know that businesses were starting to need more advanced systems like automations, scalable software platforms, and now increasingly AI-driven tools. That realization led me to start Oktora World, which is the company I'm building right now. Oktora World focuses on helping business adopt modern technologies, including AI automation, software solutions, and digital systems that help them scale faster and operate more efficiently. So, in many ways, I could say that Stellar Studios was the foundation. It gave me the early experience and understanding of how businesses use technology, and that experience eventually helped me evolve into this person, which I am right now, building Okta World as a more advanced technology and AI solution company. I'm also currently working on a different startup, which will be announced sooner, and I'm building an advanced AI automation tool that will seamlessly do everything by its own. And the goal is going to be simple. I'll continue building systems and platforms that allow businesses to leverage the technology and AI as a real competitive advantage.
Hmm. Interesting. You definitely pivoted towards this world of AI that we're living in right now.
Yeah,
It sounds like you also really got your foot wet when it comes to launching that first company at a young
yeah,
age. So hats off to you,
yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Must have been
Thanks,
cool.
man.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when it comes to the company that you're building now, and especially
Hmm.
helping those companies, get adjusted to the AI automations, make it implemented into their companies, all that kind of stuff, we're gonna take a deep look into what that journey looks like for them. All right. So we're going to describe your avatar or the ICP or who is like that absolute ideal client that you want to work with. And also, what does the core offering look like for your client? What is that process that they go through?
For sure. So our clients are primarily primarily startups, service-based businesses, and small to medium-sized companies. They want to use technologies and other modern AI tools in order to grow and operate more efficiently, but may not have that much exposure or dedicated in-house technical team. Many businesses today recognize the importance of digital transformation, automation, and AI, but they often struggle with implementing the right system or integrating different technology efficiently because they don't have that much knowledge in AI. That's where we come in. At Oktora World, our core services revolve around custom software development, modern web platforms, and AI-driven automation solutions. We help businesses build scalable digital products, streamline their operations through intelligent automations, and implement technologies that support long-term growth. In addition to development, we also provide technology consulting, where we work closely with businesses to understand their workflow and identify inefficiencies and design systems that improve productivity and overall business performance. Ultimately, our goal is to just help companies use technologies not just as a tool, but as a strategic advantage that enables them to scale faster and operate more intelligently.
hmm Now, I'm curious, when you retrospectively look back at all of those companies, whether that's mid-sized, small businesses
Hmm.
that you've helped so far, I'm
Yeah.
curious, what does it look like in a timeline? Like, how long does it actually take for you to really step into that picture as a done-for-you agency or consultant, step in
Yeah.
and get the client set up for success?
Oh, so by that, do you mean the workflow? How do I contact them or how do I approach them?
No, no, no. Like, let's say that we just made a deal. I'm going to be your new client. Like,
All
how
right.
long is it going to take for you to set me up for success? What does that look like?
Okay. So whenever I first end up with a sales call, I first look into the client's background, what the company is doing, how the company's revenue is, what model they are following right now, what are the failures they are facing. Later on, I make a sheet. I write and everything. I analyze all the points. And later then I discuss everything with my team. I tell them that these are all the background checks that I have done. And my team is also very much expert in doing all these checks. So they also bring out some points. Then we sit on a table, we discuss everything. We figure out what models can be useful in order to get a better result, and then we come up with a new strategy. We tell the client that this is our new findings. We can use this model in order to find more clients. We can use this automation to reduce the tedious and repetitive tasks that you are doing, and this will help you save more time and doing something new. And this would bring more and more profit to your company. And later on, approximately in 3 to 4 months, once we are fully done with all the operations and making them autonomous, the company will be able to generate more and more profit, and they'll be able to grow largely in AI technology solutions.
Okay,
So
so three
that's
to
how our
four
workflow.
months.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's typically how long it takes for you to really step into the
yeah,
picture and you start working with somebody and get it done. Okay, that's cool.
yeah, absolutely.
When it comes to getting those clients, like obviously this
Hmm.
is a B2B oriented offer, which can be
Yeah.
fairly challenging sometimes. So, like when it comes to your ability to get in front of the right people and have the ability to continue to onboard new and new clients and scale your own company, what
Hmm.
is it that you specifically do on the side of marketing and lead generation to make this happen?
All right. For lead gens, we have set up our own AI systems. So they run 24/7. They send their own emails. They do the sales call. And initially, they send us very small message to the founders and other company managing authorities. And they book meetings. They usually do all the small tasks that are done by some third person, but we do it through AI. And also we have got a dedicated marketing team which later takes the sales call. They finalize everything, and once all the process is done, the call has been taken by me, and I'll do the final pricing. I'll update them what technologies we are going to use, and I'll also update them how we are going to make them more profitable, because that's the client's main motive. They first ask me that how we are going to be profitable using your services, what core service that you are going to use in our company, and how are we going to make more money out of it. So I'll explain them everything, and later on, once the deal is done, then I start working on that thing. So our main marketing thing is our personal AI agent that we have built, and also our team. And the third thing which we are trying right now is Google Ads, but I have heard that it takes a lot of time in order to bring real clients through Google Ads. So yeah, but we
It
still are working
definitely
on it.
it definitely does take some time.
Yeah.
That's for
So
sure.
so we are
But
patiently
when it
waiting
comes
for
to
the
this though,
result.
I'm curious though, like well, for you to be in a position where you can
Yeah.
make the initial outreach, are you talking about the AI bots basically just scraping different platforms and doing the cold outreach? Or is it more about just, doing the outreach to all of the people that you already got into the ecosystem, into your pipeline, into your social media? What is the overall strategy?
All right. So first, the AI will go to different platforms. It will scrape the data. It will make an Excel sheet, and it will also separate the clients on the basis of what categories the industry they are. And later on they will give that sheet to me. I'll separate everything. I'll see what clients are good, what clients are not having that much interest in it. And once I finalize the new list, I'll send it to the AI. AI will start sending the mails. So basically everything is done by AI. I just have to approve whether I have to work with this client or not.
Yeah, that's neat, man. I mean, this is how you jump onto the train and how you take advantage of
Yeah.
this
Because
world.
initially, when I started my company, I used to do everything from calling, from finding clients, from doing the projects and submitting it. But now everything is based on AI because AI is just in boom right now.
Yeah, it is, man, and I love to see how you've been able to make it a part of your business and the day
Yeah.
operations. But with that in mind, also, like obviously you mentioned it yourself, like still that person ends up talking to you because you need to close that deal. That still
Yeah.
needs a human touch. So I'm curious, is the plan to basically intentionally build this out as a bigger ecosystem that will get you in a position of like, hey, I got marketing people, I get salespeople taking the calls, onboarding clients, and completely
Mhm.
like replace yourself from all of those tasks? Or like where do you want to take the company ultimately?
Okay, so I'm trying to pivot it in a way that I can get the tag as an AI autonomous company right now. But since we are having so much human interruption here, some not completely AI autonomous, but in future I wanted to take this as an AI autonomous system where AI can do everything from taking the data to talking to the clients to finalizing the deal to give me all the updates to just I mean basically everything should be on AI. I just wanted to use AI in order to operate everything.
Hmm.
That's how I'm planning to take my company further.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a part of the vision, though. If we look at the vision from like a short-term perspective, maybe just the next couple
Okay.
of months, maybe till the end of this year,
Yeah.
what would you say are those biggest targets? Maybe the revenue that you guys would like to generate, the milestones that you have set for yourself. What does it look like?
I'd say, to be honest, I don't think in a way to progress in the next 6 months or 12 months, but I would say that. Mm, Over the next year, my main focus is expanding the capabilities of our AI-driven solutions. We are also exploring the idea of building systems that functions like AI employees for businesses. The systems can handle tasks such as marketing automations and data analysis that I told you from lead generation and operation workflows. Another priority is building scalable SaaS products. So instead of just creating custom solutions, we want to develop platforms that many businesses can just use simultaneously. And finally, we are also trying to build a strong network of partnerships and clients who want to adopt AI-driven solutions to improve their businesses. Because at the end, it all depends how our network is going to be like, because that will be useful in our future when we launch our new product and when we launch our new AI automation thing.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
mean,
our main
there's
goal right
most
now.
likely growth in every single aspect of the business, which is
Yeah.
yeah, that's a big
And
ambition.
if you want to know about the revenue thing, yeah, I'll make sure that once this year is done, I'll be at the 10x point where I'm currently now.
Yeah,
So
100%.
hopefully, yeah, it should grow like that. Let's
Yeah,
see
well,
how
it
it goes.
definitely should grow. You're
Yeah,
right on.
fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, when it comes to this though, like I'm curious. Obviously, there is a big ambition. You definitely want to take the business to the next level, but
hmm
out of everything, what are you expecting to stand in the way the most, maybe even right now, or along this journey, really become the biggest challenge of seeing that kind of growth?
Okay, so the biggest challenge that I think would be I would be facing is that um the AI in this AI thing, AI is kind of hallucinating, and there are some other big complex problems that I'll face. One of the big challenges along the journey would be scaling the technology solutions while maintaining reliability and quality. As I said, AI usually hallucinates, and sometimes it happens when I scrape the data. There is some um, random numbers in the data, random names, random symbols in the data, which I have to personally go into it, and I have to check whether all the things are verified or not. So when you're building systems for businesses, it's not just about marketing. If it's not just about making something work, it's about making sure that it works consistently, securely, and it should be scalable in the end. So as I said, AI driven solutions having so much problems like AI hallucination, model reliability. Large language model, as I can see right now, is having so many problems, and different companies are trying to overcome that problems. And it sometimes, as I say, generate random outputs and sound very convincing, but may not always be accurate. So building systems that use AI responsibly requires implementing validating layers, using structured workflows, sometimes combining AI with deterministic systems to ensure accuracy. And another complex problem is designing scalable architecture that can handle growth over time. When businesses adopt automation or AI systems, those systems must be flexible. It should be flexible enough to handle increasing users' data and operational complexity without breaking down. Because this thing happened with us. So in my previous project, we were working on a system where we targeted approximately 100,000 users. But when we launched the system, there were like 13 million users at first. So the system got overloaded and it got crashed somehow. But later on in 2 hours, we were able to fix that. But so we have to work in a way that can handle increasing users and 100,000, maybe a million data together without breaking down.
Mhm.
So this kind of challenges actually push us to think more deeply about system design, reliability, and long-term scalability. And solving those problems is a part of what allows us to build something that businesses can truly depend on as they grow.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, you just made several great points. I think
Yeah,
that we could
thank
literally
you.
touch on every single one of those. But I think also, generally speaking, what makes it very scary for me, if I imagine
Hmm.
that I was in your industry directly and ran this kind of company, is just the evolution of AI. Like it's crazy how
Yeah.
many updates and how many new things we're seeing pretty much on a daily basis. So for you to really
Hmm.
stay on top of the game and be adjustable, that takes a lot of time and flexibility. So I mean, hats off to you for building something like this.
Thank
And
you.
and I absolutely love the journey. So thank you so much for taking your time today and sharing that with our audience here as well. If we have anybody who's listening right now and would like to know more about you and the company that you're building, what is the best way for them to go about it?
Yeah, for sure. You can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and several other major social media platforms. Anything you need, feel free to just reach out in any way possible. I love helping other people. And even if it's just a quick call, you can contact me where you need help with something. I'm always willing to give advice.
I love that, man. What is the sort of handle that people should be looking you up by on social media?
They can search with my name, Yug Soni, and they can also find me on my company's page, which is Oktora World, AUCTORAWORLD.com. They can just go to About section. There, my LinkedIn is given, and they can directly contact me. And on Instagram with the same name, Yug Soni, I'll be found. So if you need anything, just yeah, do let me know.
Very good, very good. Well, thank you again. It was a pleasure to connect with you and do this podcast recording, man. Great
No, yeah,
talk.
thank you. Yep.
Awesome.
All
Now to our
right.
listeners, if today's conversation inspired you as well, obviously follow Yuk. Make sure that you follow his journey. Cheer up for him. This is going to be a big thing. So I'm excited for him. Also, make sure to subscribe to Founders Future on your favorite platform. And also, if you're a business owner, more specifically a consultant or a coach, or you have an agency and you're trying to scale the business and really enhance both your sales and marketing efforts, also visit closers.io, get in touch with our team, and discover how exactly we scaled our company from zero to over 30 million per year in less than 3 years. Until then, keep on crushing it, and I'll see you on the next one.